The biggest question heading into this Champions League heavyweight clash is simple. Will Desire Doue, PSG young lightning bolt, be fit to start when Barcelona arrive on October 1? Reports suggest the winger, who picked up a calf problem while on international duty, has been making unexpectedly brisk progress and could be available sooner than anyone dared hope. At the same time, Ousmane Dembele, a known threat on the wing, is confirmed to be sidelined with a hamstring issue, meaning PSG-wide options are suddenly a study in contrast. One star ruled out, another potentially back from injury in time to swing the tie. That split reality creates drama not only for coaches and medical teams, but for supporters on both sides, who understand how a single availability update can tilt a tactical battle. The timeline that made headlines is short and unforgiving. If Doue truly reaches match fitness by the end of September, some reports point to the Algeria game on September 27 as a test run. Then the October showdown becomes infinitely more complicated for Barcelona. A fit Doue brings explosive pace, carry into the final third, and an unpredictable running lane that can draw defenders away and create space for PSG central attackers. Against a Barcelona defence that thrives on structure and anticipation, that kind of unpredictability forces a different preparation, different scouting notes, and perhaps a reshuffle of the starting backline to account for one player's speed and directness. And yet the medical side presses a loud cautionary note. Returning a player too quickly from a calf injury is a classic risk. Calf muscles power every sprint, every change of direction, and a re-injury in a high-intensity Champions League match would be a disaster for the club and the player. That's why managers and physios often weigh minutes carefully. A cameo off the bench, 10 to 20 match minutes, can be a safer bridge back than a full 90 immediate. For PSG, this is a numbers game of risk vs reward. A starter who rebuilds momentum could be the difference maker, but a hasty reintroduction could backfire within minutes. Barcelona, of course, must respond to either scenario. With Dembele unavailable for PSG, some might argue Barcelona are handed a slight advantage. Fewer explosive outlets to track on paper, but football rarely follows the script. If Doue is available, even as an impact substitute, he becomes a tactical wildcard capable of turning a secure lead into chaos or rescuing PSG from a deficit in the final quarter. Barcelona's coaching staff will therefore plan for both eventualities. A disciplined, compact defensive approach that reduces space for quick transitions, while preserving enough attacking threat to punish PSG if their rearguard concentration drops. The psychological edge is another layer. News of a possible late return plays into momentum. Players feed off headlines, fans amplify confidence, and pundits turn speculation into pressure. The manager who handles those expectations best, who publicly calibrates optimism without promising miracles, will manage the narrative and, crucially, the locker room mood. On match day, the tiny details will matter. Who steps into the first phase press, which fullback bears the brunt of containing outside runs, and whether the coach trusts a returning winger for heavy minutes or chooses an incremental reintroduction. For viewers, the markers to watch are clear. Will Doue appear on the team sheet, and if so, as a starter or substitute? How quickly will he be introduced, and how will Barcelona adjust marking responsibilities? Will PSG tactical shapeshift to exploit any perceived vulnerability in Barcelona's left or right channels? All of these decisions have real, immediate consequences. In the end, this story is about margins, minutes, muscle readiness, and managerial nerve. It's about how a single medical update can become the narrative spine of a major European night. Whether Doue lines up from the first whistle or whether Barcelona take the pitch with a plan prepared for his absence, the matchup promises to be shaped as much by recovery rooms and medical reports as by tactics and training ground drills. Or tune in on October 1 to see which version of the story plays out. A late recovery that changes everything, or a guarded approach that keeps the suspense until the final whistle.